when going gets tough, the tough gets going. ही जर फेज आम्ही कोणे आयकोंक नसली जाल्यार फाटले वर्सभर आम्ही सगळ्यांनी हे एक्सपिरियन्स केला. The last year has been completely the year of innovation and more importantly adjustment. अशा प्रकारचं कसं सिच्युएशन केन्ना आम्ही उब्या आयुष्यान पळोवंक ना आणि ह्याच उब्या आयुष्यान जेन्ना अशे डिफिकल्टीज येता तेन्ना काहीशे इंडिविज्युअल, काहीशे संस्था, काहीशे क्लब्स वयर सरता, मुखार येता आणि कम्युनिटीक आणि सोसायटीक हेल्प करता. अशातलेच एक नाव म्हळ्यार रोटरी इंटरनॅशनल. रोटरी क्लब एक वेगळी ओळख करून दिवपाची गरज ना, तांचे सदैव काम फाटली इतकी वर्सां चालू आसा आणि पॅन्डेमिकाचो एक हे धरून आणि मोर इम्पॉर्टंटली वॅक्सिनेशनाचे सध्या जे ड्रायव्ह चालू आसा त्या मुद्द्याचेर धरून आमी मुद्दाम आवर्जून रोटरी क्लब ऑफ म्हापसाक भेट दिता आणि आमच्या मदीं आसा रोटरी क्लब ऑफ म्हापसाचे प्रेसिडेंट अभिजीत वाळके. तशेंच आमच्या बरोबर आसा रोटेरियन संग्राम पाटील जे आवर्जून भेट दिता ह्या क्लबाक. ते डिस्ट्रिक्ट गव्हर्नर आसा ह्या क्लबाचे. सर, बोथ ऑफ यू, वेलकम टू द शो. How do you evaluate this entire process? Because it has been difficult times, especially last year. आणि ह्या सगळा प्रवास तुम्ही कसा पाहता?
As you rightly said, during the Rotary year 2021, due to the pandemic corona, it has been a testing time for everybody. Right from 1st of July, when I took charge as the district governor of Rotary District 3170, my club leadership, 135 clubs in Rotary District 3170, had a tough time because of the various restrictions being imposed by the government to prevent this pandemic spreading. But I am really happy that my club leadership of 135 clubs have shown a very resilient attitude in their leadership. As you rightly said, we had to come up with new innovations, new ideas, and new ways and means to serve community. And they did show this resilience. They came up against these difficulties. They found ways and means to overcome these difficulties. And in spite of all these limitations, restrictions, they could take up service projects that could have a direct impact on the community. And I'm glad for that. I really appreciate my club leadership of 135 clubs who have done this great job, and they have undertaken nearly 2,345 service-related projects till date in Rotary District 3170. So that's really an appreciable job done by them, and it is because of sheer resilient attitude that they have shown, a positive attitude to look at things in a different way and move ahead.
Okay, Rotary Walke, if I can ask you something, last year, obviously, pandemic happened. You know, it was difficult for the community and the society to serve. But more importantly, there was migrant crisis also. Mapsa is no different to it. You have tourists. It is a hotspot where it is connecting to all the tourist destination. Tourists were strangled. How did you and your club, more importantly, reach to the last person who wanted that support from your side?
Yeah, as you all know, this year we have faced the pandemic, and जसे आमचे सर आसा डिस्ट्रिक्ट गव्हर्नर, with their guidance and motivation, we have done lot of projects even in pandemic. जसे तुम्ही म्हणतात, अचानक लॉकडाऊन झाले, लोक एका जाग्यार मायग्रंट्स रावले. आमचे मेंबर्स क्लबाचे even the first day of lockdown, they came out on the road with their basic ration they provided. And it was a continuous process for 2-3 months. So they आपल्या जीवाक न घाबरता ते हेल्पा खातीर गेले. This is what Rotary teaches us. There is service above self. That is our motto. And afterwards also, when things started slowly normalizing, we given the whatever basic essentials, what beneficiaries required, like we do wheelchair donation or newborn mother for newborn babies, tenka requirement कितें आसले in hospitals, we used to not go directly to those people because of the corona social distancing, and we used to hand over those things to the head of the department or the doctors, and then they used to provide those things to the needy. So in other words, we are doing projects also, and those things were reaching to the needy people also, without directly contacting them. So That's the way we did few projects.
You have played a very important, Rotary International, Rotary per se has played a very important role in polio vaccination. Now we have got a vaccine available. We are, government is out there doing the drive. It has taken a lot of time to get the vaccination done to the last person when it comes to polio. Here we have a very uncertain time, and we have a very crux situation that we have to cater to. How do you think that Rotary International and Rotary can play a very important role in getting the drive of vaccination by the government?
See, if you see the history, we started this polio drive in 1984, and by 2014, polio eradication has happened in India. Right now, just yesterday's figures also, there is only one case now as on 10th of February in the world, that is in Afghanistan. Even Pakistan, the cases reported is 0 as of now. So only one. So we are nearly on the brink of, eliminating the polio virus from this globe. Now we have this experience of assisting the government agencies in continuing with the vaccination. Now if you see the corona vaccination, people do have some apprehensions about the vaccination. And that is why Rotary International, the government has also taken up an initiative to associate Rotary International with this corona vaccination drive. First is to basically, educate the people about the vaccination and try to convince them that this vaccination is essential without any side effects and without any myths attached to it. So I think in that drive, Rotary International can play a major role. And then the actual vaccination giving process that happens into the various boards and various hospital levels, we are well conversant as a team. Rotary International, each and individual clubs in that particular area are known for the various coordination with the government agencies in that particular wards. So I think that support from Rotary International to the agencies doing the actual vaccination can also, be a great support and a moral booster for those people also. So getting people for the vaccination is the first important task, which I think Rotary International will be associated with to get the thing done. And then second is assisting the real strength, the real staff that is doing this job of actual providing vaccine.
I think advantage with you is you have a proper structure to it, and people have trusted it. People have ensured, and even you, as you said,
So when a Rotarian speaks about the authenticity of a vaccination, I think there is a different level of acceptance.
True.
So we do it selflessly. Our motto itself is service above self. So we do not have any hidden agenda with the spreading the vaccination drive. We don't have any hidden agenda.
So
our
the
only thing
acceptability
is
is
everybody should be protected from this virus. That is the only motto that we have. So when a Rotarian speaks out in that manner, people, I think, believe more than somebody else saying it.
You have a legacy. तुमचे जे members असा म्हापसा Rotary Club of Mapusa, बरेच member असा. तुमचो येदो व्हडलो प्रवास असा of a long standing. तुम्ही आज a president असा, and we are doing this interview. How do you summarize this legacy of Rotary Club of Mapusa?
As you mentioned, you can see we are 56-year-old club. So there are 56 presidents, past president. आमचे late Professor Suresh Amondkarji, he was a founder, charter president of our club. Then we have many big peoples like PDG, that is past district governor Dilip Salgaokarji, then Jacom Saldana, Sripad Mamre. They are the founder members. And these members, they still guide us in the proper way and very active. Even Suresh Amondkar ji, he expired last year, but till his last breath, he was very active in Rotary also. He gave interview just 15 days prior it was expiry. And so we have a lot of people who give guidance to our new members also, and like very active and very cooperative. So, and it is a Panjim club, Rotary, they have sponsored our club. So we are happy, and there are many, now we have around 81 members in our club. So it's going very smoothly.
Okay. Sir, the club does a lot of initiative where it comes to addressing the society or the community. Now, there is also a perception as a layman, as a spectator, I see that, it's more for an elite. No doubt you are working for the last person there, who needs your support. But it has always had an impression that, it's like for elite, people come with some business background. Obviously, they don't have a hidden agenda as such. But then again, it's a very classy affair that you have. A person who's watching this particular interview, how would you cater, how would you, consider this, as one of the aspects to serve the society, basically, selflessly?
See, let me tell you first that the first myth that Rotary is an NGO only for the elite class, I don't believe in it. Yes, people of different vocations come together, and that is our basic fundamental, that people of different vocations come together to form a club. So it is very essential that you have to be a professional. And then please take into consideration that Rotary membership is by invitation. So somebody has to invite you to the club to be a member. And there are some financial obligations that we need to comply to the Rotary International, and those obligations are presently to the tune of around 7 to 7,500 per year. And I think this is normal fees that we pay to any kind of, as a membership due to any kind of associations in India as well. Now, what we do beyond that, when we go in for service projects, see, there are some people who spend their time doing these service projects. There are some people who cannot afford time, but they can spend money. So we have this combination actually into Rotary. There are certain people who will do the groundwork, but they are not able to spend money. Some people will pay the money for the project, but they are not able to spare their time. So it is this unique combination that happens, and because of that, we are able to do a lot of service projects. But then it is again voluntarily. Nothing is by force. If you want to do something good and if you are able to pay that money, you are requested to. Otherwise, there is nothing by force that, this much has to be paid, otherwise. Then some clubs, what do they do is, they incorporate all these expenses and then they define their membership fees, and which may be slightly higher side. But then it doesn't mean that, everything goes only for the enjoyment, and all the basic part of it goes as an obligation to the Rotary International, which is around, as I said, 7,500 to 8,000, depending on the dollar value. But the rest others are the pool that we create for doing service projects. So simple person in any vocation also can be a member here, can take the advantage of networking, can do a lot of things. And ultimately it is said, ki when we lose ourselves for the betterment of the others, we find our own happiness and life. So one has to do a balance in this. And who wants to have a balance in this will definitely move ahead on that.
Over a course of time, how do you see the future of the movement? And more importantly, how do you want to attract maybe the youth, maybe the next generation, maybe a general person to come on board with you?
See, as far as Rotary International growth is concerned, in the Asian countries, this growth is phenomenal. And in particularly in India, we are seeing a very phenomenal growth in the membership, be it in Rotary, be it in Rotract, also in the Interact memberships also. Now, with the COVID coming in picture, what has really happened is we have opened doors for opportunities to serve community in a different way. That is innovative ways to serve community, and that is COVID which has given us this opportunity. On account of that, we have come up with good service projects which have created a real impact on the society, that yes, Rotary is a NGO who is really working for a common people. So once this perception, this image has been created, now we in the bigger cities and even the smaller towns, we find people inquiring about how do I become a member of Rotary, which means the growth of membership in Rotary will definitely be on the higher side because of the various And yes, this service project has created an impact on the society. So as far as Rotary is concerned, membership growth is quite high. Rotract. Rotract is a movement which is very strong in India again. And Rotractors have this, the restlessness and their impatience is what really attracts the Rotarians also, because they are go-getters. Once decided on anything, they will see to it that they will do it. And that is why now the status of the Rotractors has also been changed by Rotary. Previously, they were partners in service. Now they are equals to Rotarians in Rotary International. So whatever facilities given to a Rotarian will be available to a Rotractor also. And then the interactors, yes, we are opening them opportunities for personality development, skill development, their own leadership development. And definitely schools are taking advantage. If you see Rotary District 3170, we have around 90 Rotract clubs. When I began the year, Interact was 198. Now we have added another 25 new Interact schools. In spite of the schools being closed, we had a close interaction with the teachers and the students online, and they were convinced to start clubs. So it's really a 14-15% growth as far as Interact is concerned. So we are tackling each and every age group and ensuring that we inculcate the habit of service into them, be it the school, be it the younger generation, be it and also at the higher level, we have this Rotary Credit Corps, so where we get associated with them, and then in the smaller villages, we take their help to implement our service-oriented projects. So I think in India, Rotary International or Rotary will have a great future. But in the other parts of the globe, Rotary membership is showing some decline, but that is being compensated by the increase in membership in India. So in the years to come, Rotary, in the Rotary International world, India will play a major role.
So you said India will play a major role as India is spearheading the leadership drive. Obviously, I have given to understand that the next international president will be an Indian, and more importantly, the helms of affairs will be taken over from you by a Goan as a district governor. I think it's such an exciting moment for a Goan and more importantly an Indian being associated with Rotary. How do you see this?
Yes, now we have Indian Rotary International President, and definitely it's a great motivating factor for the leadership of Rotary India also to work along with him. See, when we have a leader who is close to us and easily accessible and available, definitely the leadership is more motivated to do much better. And that is why, and Shekhar Mehta ji is a down-to-earth person who is easily accessible to each and everyone. So definitely the Rotary movement in India will be on the upsurge this year also, if everything is going smooth and we don't have any hindrances as far as this corona and the other limitations are concerned. As far as the Rotary District 3170 leadership is concerned, yes, the baton will be passed on to Gaurish ji, again a Goan, and he is a leader with exemplary leadership qualities. So handing over a baton to a leader who will again set further benchmarks is something which is really appreciated and really appreciable by all the Rotarians of Rotary District 3170. So it's really heartening to, hand over a charge to a person who is capable of setting higher benchmarks than what have been set till date.
Sir, last question is usually a district governor, correct me if I'm wrong, would be handling clubs within a state, considering the topography or maybe considering the geography of our country. In your case, it is quite a challenging job because you are handling 3 states and 3 clubs who represent your thing. How has been this journey for you?
Rotary District 3170 is one of the unique districts in Rotary India, you can say, where we have 3 states, 3 languages, 3 cultures. And as you rightly said, it is very challenging to basically, communicate with the club members in their own local languages. Geographically, it covers part of Maharashtra, the 4 districts of Maharashtra, entire Goa, and in Karnataka we have 9 revenue districts of revenue districts as per the government thing in the state of Karnataka. And geographically, I think it starts from Vijapur at one end and ends in Goa. So you can see the distance. And it starts from Kolhapur and ends at Ranebenur on the national highway. And the entire North Kannada from Karwar to Bhatkal. So it's a very challenging job and a very what you call time taking, and one has to be very strong enough mentally and physically to really take over the reins as leaders of 3170.
Sir, with this platform of ours, with this program, you get an opportunity to communicate to all my viewers. What is that one message that you want to give to all the viewers basically, and more importantly, people who are interested to join on your mission?
The one important message that I would like to convey to the people of Goa is, please join us, please join our ship. Let us together serve community in a better way. And I would request each one of you all to kindly try to be into the mainstream of Rotary and take up the Rotary membership in whichever clubs that are available in your surroundings. And together as a team, let us create wonders and let us work for the community. Together we can is what I feel is the slogan, and together we need people who are from the different streams, and I'm sure the Goan people have this service-oriented mind. It's only a question of push to be given to them. So I am giving you the required push. I am requesting you to please join our Rotary movement and get into the bandwagon of Rotary to serve the community.
I think it's a commendable job that you have done, sir. And obviously, on this particular platform, I'd like to thank both of you, the district governor as well as the club president of Rotary Club of Mapusa, to sharing this time, and more importantly, educating people on what you're doing, and obviously maybe trying them to come on board so that you can take the selfless service towards the society and the community. हे असले रोटरी क्लबाचे डिस्ट्रिक्ट गव्हर्नर आणि रोटरी क्लब म्हापसाचे प्रेसिडेंट आमच्या बरोबर चर्चेत. तुम्ही पळयत रावात प्रुडंट, अशा प्रकारचे वेगवेगळे प्रोग्राम आमी घेऊन येतले तुमच्याकडे, आणि तुमकां जर सेल्फलेस सर्वीस करपाची आसा टुवर्ड्स द कम्युनिटी, टुवर्ड्स द सोसायटी, देन डेफिनेटली प्लॅटफॉर्म लायक रोटरी वील बी देर टू हेल्प यू आउट.